I wasn't allowed to get on flight because of health issues. Mom forced you to marry FAWAD. Now this, get the fuck out. Don't ever do that shit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to film a video that I thought I was originally going to be filming in Pakistan. That was actually my goal, to film this in Pakistan, but there were little issues in Pakistan apart from like the wedding being so long and fun and energetic because of the Pakistan and India mini striking war threats and everything that was going on. I couldn't because my flight got canceled, and then I was so stressed about that. For a solid week I was on and off the phone with the people. I was also going to Islamabad to the Kuwait office to figure tickets out for me and my brother and everything. It was kind of like a hectic week. After that, when I got my ticket booked for the following week, I wasn't allowed to get on flight because of health issues, and I was panicking, and I came back home, and for a week we had to go to the doctors and figure things out. So again, I just never got around to it, and I apologize. That is why I am now doing it in the US, and I hope it's still as fun as watching me do it in Pakistan. If you guys have not checked out my vlogs from Pakistan, I am going to be leaving my link down below for the channel, so you can check that out if you want, you know. Other than that, right now I want to go ahead and film these assumptions for you guys, because you guys had so many assumptions about moi in my life, and I thought I can set some of them straight. Okay, anyways, to the assumptions. So the first one that you guys had, this is actually from Suleiman. She said, you have issues with your mother-in-law. No, I don't. Me and my mother-in-law get along so freaking well. I think it's almost embarrassing to say maybe better than me and my husband. I'm just kidding. Don't quote me on this. Do not run with this, okay? Me and my husband, alhamdulillah, are very, very, very happy, and me and my mother-in-law are also very, very, very happy together. He is the only son, which is great because I don't have a what do you call it, a sister-in-law, a bobby is I guess what you would call it. I don't have one of those, so like I'm the princess of the house. Aisha Tabassum said, I feel like you've been through a lot in life. You've learned from all the experiences and are so much stronger and wise. I also feel like you're the kind of person who doesn't show much emotion or easily open up to new people. The first statement I think is very true, because I have gone through so much as far as my marriage goes. Just so much more that I have never spoken to you guys about and would not like to. I kind of keep that very private and personal to myself. As far as opening up to people, I think it's kind of like an on and off thing. Maybe if I get along with so many people or so and so, I would open up to them, but if I don't, I wouldn't. Kind of like a basic friendship. As far as opening up on YouTube, I think some things are just very difficult and hard to open up about, so I'll never open up about them. I was open about my marriage with you guys, my divorce with you guys, so I think it's, again, a hit and miss. Certain situations I will be open about, certain situations I won't be open about. As far as stronger and wise goes, I'm not a wise person, but surely I'm a strong person. Maybe to some of you guys I'm wise. That's a good thing. And thank you if you think I'm wise. So Beauty Queen 225 said, you once made a video many years ago stating how bad your husband treated you and that you guys got divorced. Very true. I was married for 5 years, never lived with a guy. I ended up getting a divorce. Was never happy in that relationship, and now I am, alhamdulillah, mashallah, so much more happier in this relationship because we have a better understanding of each other and what we want in life. Manur Suleiman again said, your husband doesn't like when you make videos, YouTube videos without a scarf. That I don't know how to answer, just because I feel like a hijab is such a controversial thing for everybody, for every female. It's, you know, you have to be comfortable in your own heart and say, I'm gonna do this. You can't do it for somebody else. And that's how it's been for me and my husband. Like, I've tried it and I do it in Pakistan. When I get to the US, I do wear shalwar kameez. I do wear a scarf or dupatta when I go out, but I just don't wear a hijab, just because I personally don't feel comfortable in my own self wearing that yet. And maybe one day, inshallah, one day I'm hoping that I will be able to say, okay, you know, just proudly, openly say, I am going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I don't want to be one of those people who would start it, stop it, start it, stop it. So this is why right now I'm slowly working on it. When I used to go to high school, I never really wore scarves or the buttas or anything. I did wear Western clothes. Hopefully in the near future, I will say I am ready for a hijab and will do it on my own. My husband would love for me to do a hijab, not just in YouTube videos, just kind of like daily. But again, he is giving me the time to accept and love it and be like, okay, I'm gonna do it on my own and then not stop it, you know? He doesn't want to force me or push me into doing something that, you know, he knows I might not be able to feel comfortable with yet, if that makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, I've grown in an environment where I've never really worn hijabs or the, you know, the bundles or anything when I go out. So changing that from like not wearing it to suddenly wearing it is going to be a little difficult for me. I used to wear Western clothes when I was in high school and stuff, and again, it's just the group of friends that I also had here never wore it because they were all Western. I never really had Pakistani friends growing up, so just a little difficult, you know? Okay, so this assumption a lot of you guys have. This is by Rimsha Javed. Am I pregnant? Am I expecting? I am expecting. Hi said, you are a very wise girl who, oh my god, thank you to everyone who's thinking I'm wise. Said, you are a very wise girl who does sabr and shukr for everything you have or go through in life. You choose to say positive most of the time, finding happiness even in the little things. This is actually very, very true about me. I know maybe to some people in real life doesn't seem like I do a lot of sabr. Over the past year in my marriage, I have totally learned to do sabr. I'm not 100% sabr person yet. Again, I feel like I'm growing towards the sabr person. I am very shukr guzar. I think that's what they say. I am very thankful for everything that I have, even the littlest thing, even just the air that I breathe. I'm just so thankful for it because there's so many people that don't have clean air to breathe. I try to stay positive as much as I can in life. I know before I wasn't. I know there are a lot of videos where I was always nagging and very upset about some of the things that I was going through and the things that people were saying about me, but ever since like I started seeing more of the negativity on my channel, I feel like I've learned to stay positive because I realized you can't just make everybody happy, and you just got to be the most positive you that you can be, and eventually if somebody wants to like you or follow you or watch you or be with you, they'll do it. If they don't, it's fine. I literally try to smile through everything, whether it's good thing, bad thing, because if you cry about it, if you are upset about it, it really doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't do anything. So I try to stay as positive as I can, just because I know if I'm positive, that's the only way I can get through life. Tishmish said her assumption is, which I don't understand why this would be an assumption, but she said, do you think your ex-husband stalks you or still continues to talk about you? How do you deal with your ex narcissistic? I don't know how to say that word, so like thank you for putting a big word in there that I would not be able to pronounce and just embarrassed myself with. I don't think anything about him. I don't think he stalks me. I don't think he talks about me to other people. It was, you know, a while back our situation happened long ago. I guess I would like to say it was long ago. So I don't think he thinks about me. I don't think he stalks me or talks about me, nor do I think anything about him. So I don't know, and I don't care. I have my own husband whom I love insanely and like crazy. If I do think about him, I think it's a little unfair to my husband, who is trying so hard to get me out of all of my past that has broken me and hurt me, you know, because he's put in so much effort into being a good guy. It is very rude and disrespectful to FAWAD. So no, I do not think about him or anybody else in general. Oh my god, Aisha Bibi, she said, I assume you don't like books. I love books. Actually, okay, I only love fantasy novels. Okay, if Pakistani mom Mehek said, I think you are really, really rich. Heart. I am not rich. I don't wish to be rich. A lot of you guys who have followed me on my other channel would probably already know as well. I don't have money for me to be like, oh my god, I'm so rich. No. Like if I show you my closet, you'll see I literally only have like 4 or 5 outfits that are wearable. I was coming back from Pakistan this time and I only bought me 3 dresses. Not because I am not rich, but because I guess you could say that I'm not rich. Muna Khan said, assumption, you are a good student in high school. And no. I got suspended freshman year, literally in school suspension on the last 2 days of school. Do you understand how hard it was for me to sit in detention the whole 2 days on the last days of school? Like on the last day of school, all you want to do is just chill and hang out with your friends because like those are chill days. I had in-school suspension because a teacher lied to the principal and said that I was going to hit another teacher over a calculator. Because she wasn't giving it to me. So I was like, okay, well, I don't need your calculator. So she said I gave her an attitude and I got in-school suspension. I've gotten in so many fights in school. I had a girl who dead ass thought I was gonna beat her up and didn't come to school for like a week until her mom called the principal, and then I got suspended for 10 days and got my ass whooped by my parents. Like me and my brother Fundi, the older one, we were badass kids. Like we were rebels in high school. Our grades were awful. Like I feel like I wouldn't have even made it out of high school. She also had a few more assumptions. She said if you could, you would never leave Pakistan. If I could, I would never leave Pakistan. Specifically, I wish I could go to Naran and live there because it was so beautiful. There was this one moment where when we went the first time to Naran and we were coming back, we stopped at that little fish place. If you've seen that vlog, cool. It just kind of like got so gloomy all of a sudden. Wind started picking up. It was thundering. It was lightning. It was just raining. It was just so beautiful. And to me, that was just so relaxing because we were by a very fast like river stream kind of a thing, and then there were mountains around us and it was just so amazing. And that little place that we went to just felt like so homey, and I loved it. So yes, I wish I could stay in Pakistan forever, and that is exactly what my husband and I actually plan on doing in the future as well. Going and staying in Pakistan, you know, that's where you get the best experience of your culture, your religion and everything, your foods, your family and everything, and that's exactly where I want to be. So YouTube is your forever career. It is not. I don't earn enough off of YouTube like I used to. Not gonna lie to you, again, I earn like less than $100 on YouTube a month. So no, it is not my forever career. YouTube was never a career for me. I never started YouTube as a job. I've had so many people telling me give up on YouTube, and if it was a career, I could have easily gave up on it. If it was just a career, I could have given up on YouTube and started an actual career. YouTube for me was always a passion and still is. I love doing videos for you guys. I love being able to sit down and, you know, if I'm in a funk. Oh my god, that scared me. I thought somebody threw a rock. That was my chime. I love just talking to you guys when I'm inspired. Even if I feel like I'm not going to go through with my idea, I still love talking to you about it, because even if I don't do it, I feel like somebody else might get inspired and they might do it. Maria Bibi said your mom forced you to marry Fawad. Now this, get the fuck out. Don't ever do that shit.
Khamosh.
Yo, my heart is like pounding. Can you get out and never come back? Get out. Like, you just, yo, my heart is pounding. Don't do it again. So Maria Bibi said your mom forced you to marry Fawad. No, mine and Fawad's wedding was actually a love marriage. I know. We met, we fell in love, we never told anybody, and then when we decided that we wanted to marry each other, he told his parents, and they, you know, spoke to other people and kind of got to my parents, and then like they met up, so they feel like they arranged it, but it was actually a love marriage. It was kind of both. It was love first, and then it got into an arranged, because we couldn't just marry each other without the parents' approval. So yeah, no, I was not forced. neither was he. Tamanna Zainab said her assumption is that Fawad doesn't like me being a YouTuber. That is actually very false. Fawad and I, we were actually doing like this little game kind of a thing where it's pretty basic in every relationship. Everybody does it. You talk about the things you love about each other, talk about the things that you hate about each other. And one of his things that he said he loved about me was the fact that I am so, I guess you could say, goal oriented. I decided never to give up on YouTube, even though so many people tried to force me to give up on it. He loves the fact that I stuck to it because it showed him that I am somebody who doesn't give up on things that I want in life. William Bibi said you married him for the inheritance. Not true. Again, to me, money, properties, all of this doesn't matter. I grew up in a completely different environment where none of this stuff actually matters. I was never taught to love money more than people. I was never taught to learn property over people. So no, inheritance to me is nothing. Alright guys, so this is just going to be the overall video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and there's so many more assumptions if you guys would like to hear those as well. Thumbs the video up. Leave a comment down below if you guys feel like you have any more assumptions about me that you would like me to add in the second part. And that's about it. Just go ahead and subscribe if you like this. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new content. You want to be the first one? Hit the bell icon. I'll see you guys later. Have fun, and I love you.